I finally got around to watching K-pop Demon Hunters after really flat out not wanting to. I can't believe I enjoyed it. I can't believe I liked K-pop Demon Hunters. I thought it was a good movie. We'll get into this entire thing, okay? Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with many YouTube channels. So, story throughout all of this. K-pop Demon Hunters comes out. I look at it, I go, I'm good. Don't need to watch that, okay? I hear more and more people talking about it in my regular life, online, on my other channels. I know this channel is in its infancy right now, but on my other channels where I actually have a little bit of a following, people over there have been telling me, hey, you gotta watch K-pop Demon Hunters. I see K-pop Demon Hunters become like the #1 movie on Netflix. I'm like, I don't know, man. And then even one time when I was streaming, I was like, I gotta check this movie out because everybody's talking about it. Everybody's saying that it's great. Then I hear it's a musical. I'm like, I'm good. Don't need to watch that. Hate musicals. There are very few things where I'm okay with all of the songs. Like, for example, right now, my daughter's really into Tangled. I enjoy that movie. I think it's a cute movie. The songs there aren't, like, horrific. But I'm not a musical guy. Like, I hated Wicked. Hated it, okay? So why would I like K-pop Demon Hunters? Fast forward a little bit. I'm listening to, like, on the actual radio in the car, songs from K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm like, dude, this is actually a good song. Golden, banger. Love that song. After so long, my wife was also interested in watching it, so we actually ended up sitting down and watching it. Guys, I can't believe that I liked it. I was so sure that I wasn't going to like this movie. But hey, you guys were right. I thought it was great. So we're going to go through the entirety of K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm going to talk about what I like, and I'm going to talk about what I didn't like, because while I did enjoy the movie, it wasn't like movie of the year or anything like people have been talking about. Okay, actually, I'm going to go see Chainsaw Man in a couple days, which we're going to have a review coming out on that after I do see it. Apparently, that's movie of the year. Apparently, that's the greatest thing to come out, even better than Demon Slayer. But we're talking about K-pop Demon Hunters today, okay? So the movie starts off. We get the introduction. We get the song. I wasn't really sure what to expect. I thought it was going to be, and like actually, when the movie started, I was also like, yep, this is exactly what I thought it was going to be. I'm going to hate it because the demons are there. The demons aren't even cool, and they're singing a song. What kept me going is I actually did enjoy the music. If the songs in this movie were garbage and like, you know, Wicked level bad, and I'm sorry, I know that's a hot take. I don't like the Wicked songs. Like the Theater Kids song, I'm good. If the songs weren't good, this movie would be garbage. It would interrupt it and I would hate it, okay? So there is this ultra demon called, and excuse me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, Gima. I don't remember exactly what it was called. But they're coming on, they're feeding all of the souls, and then they have like, you know, it's more of a child-friendly movie, I will say. It's a movie for all ages, but it's a child-friendly premise in the sense where it's like, okay, you have the Huntrix, you have all the demon hunters, who you have this trio who always sings the songs, gets people to come together. The fans are awesome, and by the power of music, all of the demons like are trapped under this magical barrier, so they're like living under the pavement. So we're introduced to our brand new demon hunters, and they're slaying demons, they're singing songs, the songs are okay. But it was going as I expected it in the first little bit. I was like, this is not going to be for me. Plus, I don't know what it is about this particular animation. I hate it. I get that people like it. It's not for me. It looks like, and I don't know how to describe it, but the framing, it looks like I'm playing a game and I'm lagging. It looks like I'm watching a movie in like 15 frames per second. I don't know if I'm getting the point across right. It's the same kind of reason why I didn't really like the Into the Spider-Verse movies that much. I felt like I was watching a movie lagging the entire time. But it ended up picking up. It ended up being a lot better. And I know that I'm being a little bit negative right now, guys, but I will get into positives as we roll around, okay? It's just the beginning that I found myself sitting down and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to like this movie just like I thought. I also hate that they do that stupid anime thing. It's what I hated about Demons. Like, Demon Slayer is one of my favorite shows, guys, but when they're not fighting demons, can't stand them. Like, you know, they did that whole, like, Zenitsu thing where they see some food on the table and they're like, food! Food! Oh, sorry, Sunny baby. It's okay. Actually, my dog was sleeping. Sorry, baby. Go back to bed. I just look at my dog. But you know what I mean? Like, they just go crazy over something where it's like, me want food. Oh my god, ramen. And then they like, I don't know if you know what I'm trying to describe. I hate it when anime shows do that. They did that same thing. So it wasn't going off strong for me. It was like the stuff about anime shows that I didn't like. It was an okay song, and they were doing, like, I didn't like the animation, they were eating the ramen, whatever, okay? But we continue on. They found some demons, right? And you figure out the demons because they all have these patterns on it. They slay some demons, they come down, they perform a song. I believe, I'm almost sure the first song was Golden. Banger of a song. I love it. It's going to be something that I permanently listen to moving forward. That's my favorite song of the entire thing. That along with the ending song. So after not liking the first part, I was sitting down while Golden was playing, and I'm like, so that was okay. But then we actually see that the main girl from the Huntrix was actually a demon herself. My wife saw that coming. I don't know if it was something that people usually saw coming, but that caught me by surprise. I didn't know. I was kind of expecting this to be like super ultra kitty from the beginning of it. But then we see the marks on her sleeve. I'm like, huh, okay. So what's going to happen here? Is she a demon trying to sabotage the other two and not like have the golden barrier take over the demons forever? Or is she a demon? Well, we quickly figure it out, but she's a demon. Well, maybe not exactly a demon, but she's part demon. Her dad was a demon. Does that mean her mom was like having sex with a demon? I actually said that while I was watching with my wife, and she's like, probably. They didn't really explore that too much there. But long story, like, regardless, she is a demon herself. I thought telling the story from that perspective was supremely interesting. I found that entire thing, like, you know, her having to hide the secret from the other two. I don't know how you could go that long without actually revealing your neck or anything like that. It made sense that she wore the turtleneck, but she couldn't use her voice because her demon marks or her patterns were spreading. So all of a sudden, she's performing, she goes, like she can't do anything about it. And I'm like, okay. So how's she going to figure this out? She's going to have to tell them that she's a demon, but it actually got a little bit deeper, and I enjoyed the way that it went, to be honest. And I probably should have mentioned it, like, the entire point, and I actually wasn't sure. Like, I kind of got the idea that the entire point of the main girl, she wasn't really interested in, well, she might have been interested in, you know, helping the entire world, but I think she was more interested in getting rid of her entire patterns. But anyways, we go over to the demon world. The demon world, unfortunately, not that cool. And while I was, at this point, I was interested in the movie. I kind of was like, I don't know how I'm feeling about this, because they come up with this big grand plan. Gima's pissed off that they can't kill the K-pop demon hunters. So they decide to take all of their fans by creating a demon boy band. Fair enough. I personally didn't like their songs that much. I like the songs from Huntrix, so we just have to deal with it. Jinwoo was a little bit interesting, though, but we'll talk a little bit more about him, okay? So they come back. It's this new boy band. They obsess over him, and he just bumps into her, but they quickly figure out that they're demons after doing a performance, and they try to kill him. And actually, I didn't mind the fight scenes. I wish that they went along a little bit longer. I like the weapons. I like the way that, you know, how they had their get-ups and everything. I liked how dark it was once they got into the bathhouse, and they made a little bit of a joke with we finally get to go in the bathhouse with Rumi. I was forgetting her name the entire time. We can finally get to go in the bathhouse with Rumi. That was funny, but then, did I say Jinwoo? Jinwoo? I'm gonna say Jinyu. I think it's Jinyu. My apologies if it's not. Okay, I might be getting it mixed up with solo leveling over here. But Jinyu is obviously the main demon that we talk about throughout this entire thing. While they're fighting, he ends up isolating Rumi, and he figures out that she has patterns. But the interesting thing about it is he had a mission too, that because she couldn't feel shame or something along those lines, Gima wasn't able to have his whispers into her ear. We know that he wanted to get on her side, but it was interesting to see that he ended up just covering up the patterns as her shirt started getting sliced open. So I was like, okay. I didn't know whether or not this guy was going to end up being a good guy or not. My initial gut kind of said yes, because it's more of like an all ages movie, and I don't think it would get that dark. Any other movie, I'd be like, no way. He's a demon. Out of here. Do not trust him. Do not fall for him. Do not go anywhere near this dude. I don't care. He's just making you feel good about covering up your patterns, okay? But this is where Rumi starts to kind of spiral all over the place. The two end up meeting, and we figure out we figure out Jinu's story, and I might as well talk about it now. It was a fake story that he tells her. Either way, it's not just a mistake what he did. Especially with him killing his entire family. Like, why are we trying to help this guy? Why? All right, he's a demon, and he killed his family for the betterment of himself. Why are we trying to help this guy at all? I don't know. But anyways, the deal he ended up making with Gima is he was going to erase his memories. That's another thing, okay? He was struggling throughout this entire thing of whether or not he actually wanted to help Rumi or whether he wanted his memories erased. Why would you trust, like, the Demon King, right? If you're, like, banished there for all of eternity, why would you not take that one singular risk to help Rumi? And I get it, the Demon Lord's whispering in your ear, like, oh, yeah, I was worried that you actually thought you might be able to escape me for a little bit. Obviously, he's going to say that. How could you not see through that? But then again, I'm not expecting anybody like him to be all up and, logical. You'd think that he would just want to help Rumi no matter what. But he had to play it off, which was interesting. So we didn't really know which way he was going to go, but I'm jumping the gun a little bit here. Between all of this, Rumi also has some conversations with the other demon hunters, and they know that she's hiding something, and she obviously can't say anything. She was also having conversations with her mom where it's like, maybe they'll understand. The mom correctly said, they won't, don't say anything, because let's be real. Like, let's pretend that your best friend was a demon. Are you really going to just believe him? The dude's a demon. Like, no, I would put my weapon up as well. Get out of here, demon. Nuh-uh. What do you want with me? No, if any of my friends end up being demons, we're good. I won't trust you. The other thing that I wanted to mention, I don't know exactly at what point there is to mention this, but Jinu's cat made me laugh. I like that it was almost getting caught because it wanted to, like, fix things up properly. That actually got a little bit of a chuckle out with me throughout the entire thing. But anyways, she continues meeting up with Jinu, and Jinu starts building a relationship with her. They have that awkward, thing where they like each other, but they're not saying anything. They have that whole scene with the old woman. But Jinu's voice of Ginu or Ginwa, I'm sorry, I forget I'm so bad with the names with these shows, man. Ginwa, the Demon King. The Demon King was no longer whispering her in his ear because he uses the shame that the demons feel. And he felt better talking to her. And after, like, they ended up, having a couple battles with, the two bands. They had the signing together. All of that was kind of interesting. People, taking pictures of them saying that they're dating. All of that kind of thing, right? And also, Rumi's voice ended up getting fixed because she wasn't feeling shame about her marks anymore. So they come up with this grand plan. They're gonna start with they're gonna make the barrier golden. He's gonna sabotage the Saja boys. And it's all gonna be solid. But this is where I was talking about, where he gets back down to the Demon King, and the Demon King thinks, ho ho ho, I thought that you were actually gonna be able to escape me for a second. So the Demon King actually persuades Jinu into sabotaging his own plan with Rumi. So she gets on stage, she's singing. He spawns these two other guys over here, and there was a lot of tension with them in the song too. They weren't sure what song they wanted to play. But he makes two demons to look like the other two K-pop artists. And they figure out what she is, and they start tearing her clothes apart. And dude, the way that they made her look as like a demon kind of taking her over. And as she got angry, she started slamming the ground and like the demon energy would go through. The way that they presented that was super cool to me. I really enjoyed that. The shame that she felt, the way she ended up taking off. She just looked like a messy monster. Loved that. It actually got like darker than I think it would, but of course, like, it could always get darker. She then finds her friends, figures out that it was those two were other demons. She's like, oh my god, thank god you guys are here. Weapons up. Correctly so, I will say. You've been lying to him this entire time, but I understand why Rumi was lying. What are you going to say? Hey guys, I'm a demon. Her mom was right. You can't say anything. That's the safest route. And do you think you'd like have this responsibility as a demon, by the way? So everything's going to crap. She's freaking out. It's like the big low point of the movie. But anyways, as Rumi's taken off, it gets even a little bit darker because then she goes back to her mom, or at least I'm pretty sure she's her mom. And she's like, kill me, end my life. I don't think she actually said that, but she bowed her head and was like, hey, can you slice my head off? I'm kind of done with this world now. I was like, I didn't think it would actually go this far. But unfortunately, the ending is kind of rushed a little bit because all of a sudden she's back. All of a sudden she gets back to the stage in this powerful song about, accepting herself as a demon. She's coming in. She sings the song. The other two demon hunters all of a sudden trust her again. They sing a song. And actually, I really did like that last song. Like, I liked Golden and I liked this last song. I'm not familiar with the last song was called. I never put either the song in my playlist yet. But Golden's a banger. Love that song. They sing the song. It's good. And she's going to end up getting attacked by Gima, But this is where Jinwoo comes in and sacrifices himself. I'm like, good. That's the least that you can do for this world, okay? After what you did, good. But they didn't, like, mourn him or anything like that. Like, they made this big deal like he was going to have a relationship with Rumi. And it's just, oh, he's gone. The song finishes, and their golden barrier, and I don't know how long it said, if it was whatever, however long the time period is, like, they succeeded in their mission, and the demons are hidden underground for a certain period of time. Then the movie ends. They meet their fans. She's got her patterns. Nobody's questioning that she's a demon. Nobody cares that she's a demon. And the movie's done. There's not even any post-credits. So this video is unfortunately going to have to come to a very, like, big halt over here because there's really nothing else to talk about. But I will say, I pleasantly enjoyed this entire thing. The music was good. It was a rocky start, but I enjoyed the entire story of Rumi being a demon and trying to succeed in this mission as a demon, but she was running out of time because, of course, her patterns are spreading, and the patterns were filling her with shame. The shame was what was hurting her voice. She's becoming a demon. Loved it. I thought it was a great story. And obviously, they're going to have a second one. I would imagine Jinwoo's going to come back because he actually didn't die. Maybe he, like, got banished to the spirit realm. Whatever it may be. I would imagine that's going to be the case. Like, obviously, they're going to make another movie because of the raging success that K-pop Demon Hunters is right now. But I thought the first movie was great, and the world was right about this one. I had zero interest in watching this movie, but I was very, very pleasantly surprised. It exceeded every single expectation I had. Guys, I still don't see it as like the movie of the year that people are talking about, okay? That is a major, major stretch. It was just a good, pleasant movie, and I enjoyed it. But if you guys want to talk a little bit more about a recent movie, why don't you check out the Demon Slayer movie that I talked about? A little bit on the same demon topic. We have a movie review right here. I'd love to have you over there. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care, everybody.